Hey kids, Mr. Scott here. Becca's out again this week, but she will be back next week and we'll get you a video together. But this week, since she's gone, I thought I would take our video on the road. Thought we'd head out and find some friends and bring a challenge to them. And here's the challenge I have. I've got balloons, and I'm going to challenge all of the friends that we can find to blow up the balloon. But the first thing I'm going to do is ask them, do you believe that you can blow up this balloon when I ask you to? And I think most of them are going to say sure that they can, because it's pretty easy to blow up a balloon. And I think most of the people I find are going to say, I can do that for you. But here's the twist. When they get that balloon, it will be, of course, be like this. And I'm going to say, will you blow up this balloon for me when I tell you to? Yes. Are you sure you can do it? Yes. And then here comes the twist. I'm going to get this water bottle out. We're going to take the balloon and stick it inside the water bottle and curl the top over the top of the water bottle there so that there's a hole. And I'm going to challenge them to blow up the balloon while it's in the water bottle. Now, we're going to find out if they can do it or not. So you ready to take the show on the road? Let's go. All right, I'm here with my friend and daughter, Katie. Katie, I've got a challenge for you. I need you to be able to tell me that you can blow up that balloon when I ask you to blow up that balloon. Think you can do it?
Hopefully.
You think I mean, it's blowing up a balloon. Can you blow up that balloon?
I got this.
Do you think you got this?
this?
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're going to change the circumstances a little bit. I want you to put that balloon in here and drop that in there and then pull the top over a little bit of the, there you go. And then pull that over the spout. You got to stretch it out a little bit. She's got that. Look at that. There she goes. Now, are you ready? You said you could blow that up for me when I ask. Ready? No, blow up the balloon. There you go. Ready? Set, go. Blow that up. How come it's, come on.
This is not fun.
It's not fun. You said you could blow it up though for me whenever I asked you.
There weren't these conditions.
Yeah, see, I changed the conditions. I changed the circumstances on you, didn't I?
Yes.
Good job. Thanks, Katie. All right, I'm here with my friend Randy, and he said he's willing to be on our video and take the challenge. So, Randy, here's what it is. I have right here in my hand a balloon. Would you take that balloon? It has not been used. I have not used that balloon. So, Randy, when I ask you to, will you blow that balloon up for me?
I will blow the balloon up.
All right,
for
so
you.
you confident you can blow up that balloon?
I'm fairly confident I
He's
can blow
fairly
the balloon.
confident. I mean, have you blown up a balloon before?
Yes, I have.
All right, so anytime I tell you, you can blow up that balloon for me, right? All right, so here's the problem though, Randy. Got to change the circumstances a little bit. I need you to put that balloon inside here and pull the top around the top of the bottle. Come on, there you go. So stick it in just a little bit. Now pull that little top part over the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got enough spot there. You can make sure there's a hole in there so you can blow into that. All right, now.
You're making things difficult.
I am. There it is. All right, so now, Randy said, he said, I can blow up that balloon for you anytime you ask. You ready? Randy, blow up that balloon for me right now. Go! Come on. Come on. Wait, let's see. Look at that. Come on. Blow it up. Blow it up. You give up?
I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
A little hard, huh?
It's hard.
Yeah, because I changed the circumstances,
You
didn't I?
did change the
situation.
circumstances.
Yeah. Well, we're going to tell you a little bit why that is. Thanks, Randy.
You're quite welcome.
All right, I found my friend and daughter, Emily, here. That's going to help us out. Emily, I'm going to ask you to take this balloon. And Emily, I want you to see, can you blow up that balloon when I ask you to blow it up?
Yes.
You're positive, so when I say, I need you to blow up the balloon now, you're going to be able to blow up the balloon.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Get set. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I need you to put the balloon inside this bottle. So stuff that in there just like that, and then pull the top over the lip of the bottle so like you can blow air into it. So pull that over the top, stretch it out over that, and it'll be perfect. There you go. Got it? Stretch it. No, do you need help doing that? You can do it. I know you can. She's trying. There you go. All right, so you got that whole. Now, Emily, you're going to be able to blow up the balloon when I ask you to, right?
Yes.
All right, ready, set, blow up that balloon for me. Blow it up. Come on, come on, come on. Blow up the balloon. Blow up the balloon. It's getting there. Keep blowing. Fill up the... You're not blowing up the balloon. Why can't you blow up the balloon?
I'm trying.
You're trying. You know why it's not blowing up?
There's a bottle in the way.
Yeah, I challenged you to do it anytime I asked you to, but I changed the situation. I changed the circumstances on you. All right. Thanks, Emily. Say bye.
Bye.
That was pretty fun, huh? Our friends tried really hard to blow up the balloons, but they just couldn't do it inside the water bottle. See, it's pretty easy to blow up the balloon outside of the water bottle. But once you take that balloon and you put it inside that water bottle, and you take that top and you curl it over the edges, it seals the water bottle. It seals the balloon inside that water bottle. And even though we've got that hole, we're trying to fill that up, we've changed what's going on around the balloon. Out here, I can blow up that balloon because the air is all spread out and it can move around. But inside this water bottle, that air can't go anywhere because it's trapped now. And so it pushes back in on the balloon. It's a thing that they call air pressure. So even though I try, I can't get that balloon to blow up because the air pressure inside is pushing too hard against it. See, what we did is we took this balloon and we challenged them in different situations, in different circumstances to blow up the balloon, but we changed the situation. We changed the circumstances around the balloon by putting it in the bottle, and it made it more difficult. It made it harder. We see, I'm doing that today because I want to tell you about something that I learned from a story in the Bible. And this is a story about a guy named Peter. Peter was a follower of Jesus right from the beginning. Peter went everywhere Jesus went. He listened to everything Jesus said. And sometimes Peter got so excited, he would say things that he really didn't even understand and what he meant by it. But he would do it anyway because Peter was excited about following Jesus. And Peter did a lot of great things. But there was a time right before Jesus died that Peter made a claim to Jesus that he would do something for him and that he could do it and that nothing was going to stop him. But Jesus, he knew better. He knew something that different was going to happen. You see, Peter, right when Jesus was getting ready to go die on the cross, Peter said, I will never deny you. That means I will never tell anybody that I don't know you, Jesus. I'm always going to say, I know Jesus and I follow Jesus. Well, Jesus looked at Peter and said, I know what you mean, that you really, really, really want to try to do that. He said, but Peter, tonight, on the night that Jesus was arrested and put on trial, he said, Peter, you're going to deny me not once, not twice, but 3 times. And Peter was like, there's no way that could happen. Because Peter was telling Jesus this when the circumstances, when the situation was really good. Peter was surrounded by all the other disciples. Peter had his friends with him. Peter was right there with Jesus, and he thought Jesus was going to be able to take on anything. Well, later that night, Jesus got arrested, and most of the disciples ran away. And Peter was able to go where Jesus was being put on trial. And it was just Peter and a few other disciples, and they were scared. And Jesus had been beaten, and Jesus was on trial for his life. And Peter, he got scared. You see, the circumstances changed. When things were pretty good, he thought, I'll never say I don't know Jesus. But on that night, 3 different times, people came to Peter and said, you know Jesus. You follow Jesus. I've seen you with him before. And each time, Peter said, no, it wasn't me. I don't know this Jesus guy. I don't follow Jesus. And he even got mad to show that he wasn't a follower of Jesus because he was scared. You see, the circumstances, the situation around Peter, like the situation around our balloon, had changed, and it made it harder. You see, sometimes when our situations are good, when things are going well, when you're in your family, or you're at church, or you're with your friends, you feel like you could do anything. You feel like I can do what Jesus wants me to do all the time. But when those circumstances change, sometimes they get harder. When you're with your friends and you think, I'll never do anything wrong. I'll never do what would hurt Jesus. But your friends may try to get you to do something that's not right. And you feel maybe scared, or you feel like your friends won't like you anymore. The situation changes. And sometimes you end up doing the wrong thing just because you are afraid of losing your friends, or them getting mad at you. You see, when the situations change around us, when our circumstances change, things can get difficult. But that doesn't mean that things are always going to be bad. You see, you and me and Peter, we can't always do everything right. And we're always going to mess up at times. And we're always going to have times where we think we can be strong and follow Jesus, but we fall down and we fail. But here's the cool part of this story. Later on, after Jesus rose from the dead, he forgave Peter for doing those things. And Peter, later on, he wasn't afraid anymore. Peter went out and he told people about Jesus. He told people about Jesus even when they said that we're going to beat you for it. He told people about Jesus even when they said we're going to lock you up in prison. Peter kept doing it because the circumstances around Peter, they got difficult and they got hard and that made it where it was kind of scary. But something else had changed around Peter's circumstances, around his situation. He saw Jesus rise from the dead and he got stronger. You see, you and me and Peter, we can grow and we can learn and we become stronger followers of Jesus where we do the right things more often than we do the wrong things. But our situations around us, they're always going to change. And sometimes it's going to get pretty difficult, like a balloon in a bottle. But I want to challenge you to not be discouraged about that, to not get sad and not worry too much when you mess up. Because just like Peter, just like me, just like you, we all mess up. We all do the wrong things sometimes. But the cool part is Jesus is always there to forgive us. Now, in this video, I've got attached some questions about how maybe you can do some things about your circumstances, about your situation that can help you be strong enough to maybe do the right thing when it comes along to that challenge. So I encourage you to get those attached questions with your parents, go over those worksheets, do some of the activities involved to find out how you can become like Peter was after Jesus rose from the dead, faithful and strong and dependable. So I hope you have a great week this week. I'll see you next week with Becca along. You guys, we miss you. We love you. Take care. Bye. See, it's pretty easy to blow up a balloon. You get it pretty good there. But, oops. This is pretty cool.